Okay, so if you've seen my review of the Ultimate Captain America figure, I gave it a passing grade, but not by much, but I gave it a passing grade. Again, great paint job, sculpt and everything. Downside was doesn't stand on its own, and the shield was a downside, but I fixed that, so I'm not worried about that anymore. But I'm doing this video because I decided that I was going to complete my Avengers collection. So what I did was I went the other day and I purchased a second Avenger in my team, Iron Man. Here's the packaging for Iron Man Series 3. Excuse me. So, without further ado, here he is, my Iron Man figure. Now he's very posable on the chest over here, right over here in the chest. So, if you don't look, he's gonna just make a turn without you realizing it. Now this figure comes with a stand. I'm not gonna take it out because I'm just not going to. But he has a stand here that you can put the figure on it. Now Captain America I think came with one, but I don't remember seeing it. So, but here's the Iron Man figure. He's perfectly in scale with the Ultimate's Captain America figure. They look great together. Look like a start of a good team. Now he has posability. Iron Man does on the wrist, only going up and down though. I haven't been able to move him sideways. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah, he can go sideways with the wrist. And then the elbows up and down, and the biceps he can go up, and then you could twist him. So you got some range of motion with Iron Man. Head can go sideways. Now again, the chest is very posable, so he makes these crazy turns sideways. He's not totally stable in the chest area. I don't know if that'll bother some, but it doesn't necessarily bother me. But it could be a little more stable. Obviously, he has posability right by his hips, knee pads. If you look at his feet, he's got some posability there too. So it's a very posable figure, Iron Man is.
To bring together a group of remarkable people, so when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could.
But then I ran into a Rite Aid on the same day, and I wasn't planning on getting Thor. And it's weird because Thor is probably the least selling figure of the Avengers, probably because he's the most human looking. He's just a guy with long locks. Doesn't really have any real good color scheme. He's pure gray, so he's dull to look at. See, with Captain America you have red, white, and blue, so it's very vibrant. Nice iconic colors. Iron Man is a red and yellow. That's a very vibrant color for little children, so he'll sell out because of the color, and because he's a man in an iron suit. That's always cool. It's pretty robotic looking. But Thor is a hard sell because he's just a guy with long blonde hair and a hammer. He's not particularly appealing visually. And I was going to hold off on getting Thor until until the prices went down on him, probably for like $2 or $3, and then I probably would have gotten Thor. However, when I was at Rite Aid the other day, that same day that I bought Iron Man, they had a Thor figure with the helmet on. So I figured, why would I pass the opportunity and not get that Thor figure with the helmet on, since he's not necessarily that visible with the helmet these days with the film and so forth. So I got the Thor figure with the helmet. See? So, without further ado, here is my Thor figure with the helmet on, as you're supposed to have it. Okay, he's got the same point of articulation as both Captain America and Iron Man, so I'm not going to go over them with you. The hammer on his hand is not fully settled in. It's actually kind of loose, so it's not like you can keep his hand on the handle. It'll go right below the hammer, and it'll rest in place like that. But he's got the helmet on. The cape is it feels like it comes off, but I don't want to try to pry it off because I might bend the stump that's connecting to his back. But as you can see, the Thor figure the colors are very dull. That's because that's how he is in the film. It's not because the toy's like that. That's just how he is in the film. So the toy's pretty accurate. It's a good sculpting. Paint job is good and everything, but he's not as appealing a character visually as the other characters are, as Captain America and Iron Man are. That's just a fact. I mean, you definitely need a Thor figure to complete your Avengers collection. But, you know, if you start off your collection, I think these would probably be the top two that you would start off with, and then you would get Thor later on. Like I said, I only got Thor because they had the figure with the helmet on, and I couldn't pass that up because he's not Thor without that helmet. So you got the three figures. So you got Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Now you're probably asking yourself, where's the Hulk figure?
Hulk, smash.
I don't know if they made a Hulk figure in this line. I think they did, but I didn't get it because I already have a Hulk figure, and I'm going to bring it to you right now. Bam! There he goes, the Hulk. This is the Ang Lee, Eric Bana Hulk from 2003. Now I could have gotten another Hulk. They actually have plenty of Hulk figures out there. They have, you know, the regular Marvel Hulk. They got the Edward Norton Hulk out there. But this was the Hulk that I got years ago when the Ang Lee Hulk was out there. And it's a very good toy. Very nice and heavy. The only thing is this arm is a little loose, so it doesn't stay up as often, but it's not a huge deal. He's got articulation on the ankles and the knee. His hips only go up and down. They don't go sideways or anything. He's got waist articulation. He's got the Masters of the Universe thing going there. His arms, they go up and down, sideways. You could twist his bicep. There's no articulation on the hands, however. It's pure solid on the hands, on both hands. So there's no articulation there. His head can turn sideways, but it also can go up and down too. So I don't know if you can see it, but you can go up and down with the head. So now, this Hulk is not necessarily in scale with these other Avengers, but that's okay because the Hulk, when he's angry, tends to grow in size. So, you know, you can always argue that this is the Hulk when he's just really angry and pissed off, and then, you know, he looks okay with the Avengers after you know, reconcile that fact to yourself. So this is my Avengers collection right here. Now you're probably asking yourself, how come I don't have Wasp Man or Wasp Woman or Ant-Man or Giant Man? Or why not Black Widow and Hawk? Well, let's be honest. Those guys, all those characters were probably, you know, additions. I mean, obviously you have a soft spot for Ant-Man and Wasp Woman because they were the founding members in the comics. But, you know, they're... At the end of the day, the Avengers has always been Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk. That's been your Avengers team. That's always been that way. So this is my Avengers team. You know, I like it. It's gonna have, you know, some nice, fun nights that I want to have here with these guys, playing with them and reenacting scenes from the film. So now, like I said, unfortunately, this Captain America figure, if you read my other review, if you watched my other review, does not like to stand. It cannot stand. This is my main gripe with this figure. There's just no way to make him stand. And now Iron Man is inheriting that bad habit. So I gotta hold Captain America with my hand so that Iron Man doesn't inherit that bad habit. So there you go. Here's your Avengers team right here. You got the Hulk with Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor.
You here with a mission, sir? Trying to get me back in the world?
Trying to save it.
Doctor, I need you to come in.
What if I say no?
I'll persuade you.
What are you asking me to do?
It's called the Avengers Initiative.
I thought I didn't qualify. Apparently I'm, what is it, volatile, self-obsessed, and don't play well with others.
I think they need a timeout.
How desperate are you? And you call on such lost creatures to defend you.
You have made me very desperate.
We're not a team. We're a time bomb.
was nothing we were ever trained for.
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.